It's great to be here in the jungle. You know, this is where a lot of my inspiration comes from. Those beautiful Godzilla figures that you guys are enjoying now. A lot of that inspiration came from here, because this is where Godzilla hangs out. In fact, wanted to check in on him, see what he thinks about all the great news and all you guys loving the figures so much. So, why don't we say what's up? Godzilla! Hey, buddy, how you doing? It's so good to see you, man. How you doing over there? Everything good? I appreciate you resizing to my height for this so that we can kind of talk. It would be a little awkward for the sound to travel all the way up there. You know, so appreciate that. Anyway, how you feeling with all the great posts and the reactions for the figure? You happy about that? People really digging it. Yep. Are you excited to swish your arm around in a happy way? There you go. I knew you were really excited about it. Atta guy. You know, you're really expressive, and times like these really explain why you're the people's hero. You know, I think King Kong's here, and he wanted to say something to you. Hey, there he is. Hey, King Kong, how you doing, bud? You happy for Godzilla too? You want to like congratulate him, I imagine, here? Yeah, go up to him and say congratulations. Go on. Dude, that's really not the way to do it, man. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna win him over doing that. In fact, yeah, just be real careful because we're gonna need him to pose for something in the near future. Okay, all right, back it up. Yeah, you're real funny. Being a real dick, huh? You jealous? You didn't get enough exposure, enough love this week? I know, buddy. Look, just take it down a notch, okay? Just go relax, okay? All right. Dude.
Rude.
I'm your buddy, man. You don't have to.
Rude and uncalled for.
Really rude, man. He learns one gesture, now he thinks he's human. And by the way, it's a combination of two unsightly gestures, so I would really appreciate you take that down before you get demonetized.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa. Oh, God. King Kong, take it easy, buddy. Jesus Christ. I heard the shots, and I was like, dude. I mean, I'm over here, so I guess I'm safe from the fire, but ricochet.
Yeah, you're safe.
The ricochet is a problem. Whoa. Dude, take it down. All right. Yeah, okay. All right, calm down. All right, let's, now you're going to go take it out on Ann. All right, come on, man. Let's go. Let's move on. Yeah, go chew on some cable. Calm the fuck down. All right, we got a whole show here. Can't have you acting a fool. All right, we'll be back. Gonna go get my tools and give some love to our buddy, the great gorilla King Kong. Although this is not an official King Kong piece. It's just a gorilla head, so please don't sue. Hey.
You don't know how hard that was.
Yeah.
You guys.
Oh, you're gonna have to unmute the music in the.
That's right,
There we go. Yeah. Woo. You guys. Now I understand how Michael Bay feels. How Jon Favreau and Pedro Pascal and the volume. This is basically the volume technology. We just have like one piece of it. Same thing though. Like we have something in the background that helps us, get into the mood and into the vibe of the scene, so to speak. So it's really cool. The technology is working out for us. Thank you, Skybound.
I'm glad you guys stuck around for this. I was looking at the numbers, just waiting for people to leave. I was like, any second now they're gonna get sick of this shit.
Oh man, thank you guys for joining
you guys are
us.
Great supporters.
I love you guys. We're so happy to be back and hanging out with you. Sorry about the last minute cancellation last week. We just had some crazy stuff go down, but we're all good. We're happy. We're alive. We're safe, and excited to create some live artwork with you tonight. As we do usually with our mystery print parties, I'm going to reveal something. In this case, I'm going to make it live. And then at the end of the stream, we will drop a link in the chat, and you will be able to grab one for yourself if you want. And the edition size of these will be open for everybody on the stream. And then we'll close it off at some point, like tomorrow or the day after. The reason we're doing the stream today and not Thursday, as usual, is because there's some more Attack Peter stuff going on this week. There might be an announcement tomorrow, and there might be some stuff happening on Thursday, and we just wanted to make sure that everything has its own moment in the sun. So that being said, I think this is a fun one, and you're going to enjoy it. And before we get into it, let's say hi to everybody hanging out. Oh, the Andy Peters Show, the other greatest show on the internet. Thank you so much, Andy Peters, for showing up. Appreciate it. Jolly Ginger Giant, what's up, bud? TWD Industries, the archive is here. Adam Vorlacek, Glenn, James, Keelan's here, Jessica, Courtney's here, Space Case, David Summer, Bosco, Pedro, so many great people. Xavier's here. How's everybody doing, man? Welcome. Jessica, how you doing? So yeah, excited to hang out with all you. What's up, Sean? Excited to show you this. Before we do, though, I just want to show you some cool stuff I got in the mail. So like many of you, I got the official in-box Godzilla figure, right? A lot of you guys got yours. Hope you're excited to have it. I hope you dig it. Just by all the tags I got online, you guys loved it. Have awesome photos taken with it. So amazing. Thank you so much for that. The excitement that you guys have around the figure, around receiving it, is what makes our partners really excited to do more projects with us. So you play a huge role in that. So thank you for not just getting it and like shoving it in your bookshelf somewhere, but actually giving it some love and posting it and tagging. That was amazing.
People have been doing amazing things.
Yeah. The photos are amazing.
The videos.
The videos were awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. So much good stuff. I try to post as much as I can on my stories so people can see them. Because I get tagged, but you may not, and you might like to see the photos. So
even one of my students came up to me today and showed me that he received his. And
no way!
And, put it up and posed it in front of the poster, like one of the Mondo posters.
Oh, awesome!
And he's like, "Oh my god, it looks amazing." I'm like, "I didn't even know you bought one."
That's so awesome, man. Yeah, dude, there were a great reception for them. I'm so excited for you guys to finally have them in your homes, man. What a journey it's been. It's so exciting. But now we do it. That's our second figure, man. The Daruma, the Godzilla, and I can tell you that today I saw some amazing in-progress shots of the Taquero figure, which the sculpt is done. The sculpt is done.
First of all, the sculpt is amazing.
It looks awesome.
And the team that you've got working for you.
Yeah, well, it's Hector, it's Mike, it's Tufan, it's the whole team behind the Godzilla figure is working on the Taquero figure, and you already know because we talked about it's going to be bigger. This one's going to be posable. So
I love watching the process too. Like, we are very fortunate that we get to watch the whole modeling process, and then even how they're like, what's the term for that? Like is it tooling?
Tooling is a term used for like creating the molds in the factory. But yeah, the development, the concept, from being a blob of digital clay all the way up.
It's just cool to see the engineering that goes on behind making these toys happen. Yeah. To me, for somebody who's like not in that world as much as you are, it's fun for me to watch it happening. Like,
I love it. It's my favorite thing to be a part of. And those of you asking for a tease, not yet, soon. And I've saved all the progress shots, everything. So when it's time when we can talk about it, I'll bring the guys back on, and you can see everything and all the different routes. And it's been exciting. And by the way, that Taquero is just one part of the duo that we're working on. So that's that. So more to come on that. Other news, I also got, if you guys are following online, this exclusive of the letterpress prints. Yes, the live studio audience loves it. So these were the brainchild. Well, we've been doing these AP bonus stamps at the bottom of certain prints, right? And they were limited. The first one was 10 for Mechagodzilla. Then I think we did 25 for Gigan. Yeah. Then we finally wised up and started doing 50. But the point is that you guys love these so much that Mondo and Rob Jones at Mondo, and with, of course, the blessing of Toho, thank you guys so much at Toho, came up with the idea of, like, why don't we make a little postcard set? They're not as big as the stamp at the bottom of the print, but they still look fantastic, and they're letterpress prints. Big shout out to Travis Smith and the press room for creating the letterpress prints. If you saw the figure letterpress print from DesignerCon, it's the same great quality.
Oh my God, they're really good quality. And
they come wrapped in this really cool like orange wrapper that's got the Attack Peter logo, the Godzilla logo, the Toho, the Mondo logo on the back. It's got the Skybound and the National Film Archive of Japan, the National Museum of Modern Art in Kyoto. I think the wrapper might be my favorite part. But to show you what's really cool about them, because I know some people, a few of you out there at least, have all of the bonus AP editions, that at least the ones that are contained in this set. But I did create an exclusive one in case anybody wanted to get these and wanted like an incentive to do it. So you can see it's got the Godzilla and Minya.
Which we've seen that one before. That was
part of that was for Son of Godzilla. Then we got the Mecha Godzilla one, which was the first one I did. Sorry if it's glaring a little bit. Hold it up.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Then we got the Gigan one.
I love that one.
Love it.
So good.
And then, shout out Octeal Tattoo who posted an amazing Gigan tattoo today. And then here's the exclusive one you can't get outside of the set, which is the little flying Hedorah. So for those of you who end up wanting to pick this up, there is a cool exclusive reason to get it. So the good news, the rough news is at first it was going to be exclusive to Japan only, and we weren't going to be bringing them stateside. But it turns out we're going to be later on this year, not too much later, in the next few months, we are going to be dropping a small amount, not terribly small, but not a super limited amount online, whether it's here or during a Skybound Expo. We haven't figured it out yet, but just know it's coming. So don't go on eBay and pay like a shit ton of money for them yet. Okay, just give it a chance to come out, and then we'll get you one if that's what you want. All right, so I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Let me double check.
Was it?
Let's see.
We have so much good stuff to talk about. It's been a while.
We have so much to do. Oh yeah, I got this on Amazon, you guys. If you're a He-Man fan, I didn't even know this existed.
There you go, right there.
This is like the retro He-Man Master of the Universe Origins Merman figure. And I'll quickly explain this, that the original Merman figure that released when I was a kid looked nothing like the design on the package. The design on the package was so cool, and then the Merman they gave us, it was still cool, but he looked like a freaking weirdo. And so they
had like a weird bulbous head.
Yeah,
and like, it just didn't make any sense.
But they released a figure based on that original design art, and I found it on Amazon, and I picked it up, and it was going to go on the wall. So just wanted to share that with you guys because it's so freaking cool.
It is awesome.
I've been picking up these reaction figures from Super 7, especially the Universal Monsters figures. And I got the Mole People. And I really get these. The figures are great, but I don't open these. I just love the packaging so much that I just love displaying it as one art piece, just like this.
Although Amazon did us dirty on the package, but
it's okay. I'm not doing like mint in box as long as it stays on the wall. Yeah. But shout out Super 7 for stuff like this. Good. One day I want to do a Taquero line this size to play with them all together. Awesome. Yeah, so just cool. All right.
A little flat Taquero. Yeah. Like kind of squished.
Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to cover.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
All right.
Okay.
So here it is. Here it is, and this is the. We haven't done it yet.
No, we haven't done it yet.
I was getting confused on
keeping
which.
everyone in suspense.
Hold on,
Here we go.
Here we go.
You got it nice and framed?
Yeah.
See it there? Frame. Okay, here we go.
There it is. So, as you know, King Kong is a privately held property by Universal, etc. I forget exactly who has all the rights to it. But it's also public domain as long as you don't specifically do a rendition of the exact one used in the film. But then again, gorillas, nobody owns the idea of a gorilla's head. So I'm just doing a gorilla head is what this is. It's a gorilla head.
It works.
But, if you know me and you like, displaying my artwork together and you have some Godzilla artwork or you have some Taquero artwork and you display this guy next to it, context would lead you to believe that it might be a special gorilla. It could be Mighty Joe Young. It's definitely not. Please don't sue. It could be, Grape Ape for all we know. Magilla Gorilla. Oh my God, Wonton's having a total. Come here. Come here. Let me talk to you for a second. Come here. Never mind. He's on protest. Wonton's having a meltdown. All right, so let's get into this because I want to carve this guy out. I'm going to print him, and then we're going to make it available. I think you guys are going to really love this thing when it's printed out. I know a lot of people to this day still DM me about the King Kong prints that I did way back when. I cannot bring that back. It is an unofficial piece of artwork. So I did want to do a gorilla head. And we have a bunch of these like smaller prints like the dragon head, the alligator, the tiger, the Daruma. And so I'm going to be, collecting a bunch of these little heads in the future, maybe putting together our own flash sheet. So yeah, I'm gonna make that available tonight. And also, after I get started on this in a few minutes, I'll get Gabby to pull up. We're dropping a few one-of-one prints tonight that were sent that we still have available after the gallery show in Spoke Art. So over the next few months, we'll drop a few here and there. Just if anybody wasn't able to pick one up, or anybody wasn't able to get one for themselves live or online, or if you're new to my work, because a lot of people started following me after the figure dropped, we'll make some of those available. So some one-of-one Darumas will be available tonight. The smaller size ones and the most recent design. So Daruma 2.0, Daruma 3.0. Later on in the stream, we will drop those, make those available for those of you guys who want one. So they'll be in the shop. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna move this. Okay, now Wonton is calming down.
To go handle
Oh my goodness, the protest.
It's been a little while since we've done a stream, so I think he fell out.
I know.
He fell out of the routine.
I forgot what these are all about. Yeah, I'm calming down. All right.
I just needed a moment with Mom.
So yeah, let's get this going. Again, if anybody walks into the chat from Toho or Universal or whoever it is, this has nothing to do with King Kong. It's a gorilla. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's rock this thing out. So I'm going to start by carving away all the negative space up here. Yeah, it's about time we do a live stream.
You know, I've never watched King Kong.
Wait a minute. Any version? I know you've seen Skull Island with me.
I saw Skull Island, and then I saw the one where he was with the one that we saw last year.
Godzilla vs. Kong?
Yes. So I've seen those two.
You never seen the Peter Jackson one?
The original one. No, I never watched the Peter Jackson one.
Way.
I just wasn't interested at the time. Like, it wasn't my thing, and I've never seen the original ones.
Well,
like the super old school ones.
Well, so that's good to know because we should definitely watch it. Number one, the original 1933 film is so awesome because it's all stop motion and like puppets and stuff like that, and it's like an awesome way to appreciate what was like revolutionary technology at the time, but it's still so cool how it holds up. It's been restored. And yeah, it was, it's just an awesome piece of, and it's been referenced so much. It's one of those properties like where, like when people watch Dune for the first time recently, potentially, or they didn't ever read the books, but they watched and they're like, maybe they were like nonplussed by it because it's been so like borrowed from in every property of sci-fi.
Yeah.
King Kong is like that, except, it's more known. It's a simpler story. It's not that complex. Right. I'm going to remove this vest since I'm done with my safari, and it's hot AF.
Really? You're hot in it?
I'm hot in the vest because like the lights.
You know that vest is supposed to be like...
it's just too much. Like it's just too much stuff.
Keeping you cool while you're out on safari.
No, it's not. Well, yeah, but maybe if I'm not wearing a shirt underneath or something.
Like you're supposed to wear a shirt underneath.
It's not working. But anyway, so it's an awesome movie, and it's got great effects. So it's like stop motion, predates Ray Harryhausen. The guy's name is Willis O'Brien, who created the effects for that in stop motion. But it's just such a thing to watch. It's like, I don't know, if you've never been to a baseball game and you live in this country, like you got to eventually go to a baseball game.
Well, I had
you
never been to a baseball game.
Until recently, right?
Recently, yeah. And now I never have to go again. Now
yeah.
I know.
Well,
the hype is dead.
I feel like King Kong is at this point, at least the first film, is like a piece of American history, at least film history.
Yeah. Well, I liked Kong a lot in Skull Island.
Yeah,
I liked him probably even more in Godzilla vs. Kong. So.
Yeah, he was awesome. And then there's some sequels. So there's like King Kong Lives. There's I forgot all the different. There's I forgot which is there's King Kong the remake. Like I want to say 79 or 80s or something like that. And then there was a sequel to that one, and those were fun. Like I used to watch those a lot as a kid. They're not like great movies, but they're cool. And at the time they were man in a suit films versus stop motion because I guess they thought that the technology wasn't worth investing in anymore. And to be honest with you, like, if you do a giant monster movie, you need to, showcase your technology and the feats. So they did man in a suit, mostly some puppets. It was cool. There's this, like when King Kong dies in that movie, as a kid, I remember being freaked out because like the blood coming out of his nose and the concrete smash underneath was like a super bummer for me.
Yeah.
But I used to watch that like on repeat, that movie. And then, then there's Godzilla versus King Kong, or back then it was King Kong versus Godzilla in 1962. and that's the dopey King Kong.
Right.
That he gets, and then that movie has a sequel, King Kong Escapes.
Okay.
Which is when King Kong fights the robot. That's the poster I got.
Oh yeah.
Where he fights Mechanicong, and so that's like a whole nother thing, you know, because in the American King Kong story, it's a one and done. He dies.
Yeah.
You know. So I hate that was the story because it kind of boxed you in.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we're like at a point now where we don't have to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that movie, and then there is then there's the Peter Jackson movie, which to me, I'm gonna grab a tool that I left over there real quick.
Okay. You know, I was just thinking that in the future when we do art cam, we should probably put, because every time that you go to wipe the thing, the camera shakes.
Oh no!
And I'm like, oh god, I hope if any of you are getting seasick because of the motion of that camera,
sorry.
We're sorry.
Yeah.
But
I don't know how else I could do it. I'd have to get
out.
something from the ceiling or something. But anyway, so the Peter Jackson one is awesome, except for me.
That's the one with Jack Black. Who
Adrian Brody.
Okay.
I forget the actress's name. Blonde.
Kate Blanchett?
No. The chat will remember. But yeah, it was awesome, man. When that movie came out, I saw it in the theater multiple times. Although after the first time I saw it, I felt like I wanted to just fast forward the first 20 minutes over again.
Yeah, you've told me that before. Also, isn't it really long?
Yeah. So, but once the first 25 minutes go by, the movie is awesome.
Naomi Watts. Thank you, Larry.
Yeah.
Pedro's like Emma Watson. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it wasn't her, but.
So like after the first 25 minutes or so, it moves. Like it. The thing is, it's like I think Peter Jackson is paying a tribute to the film, you know, as a film more than the story of King Kong.
Yeah.
And so he's like, it's a period piece. It's the Depression era.
Right.
It's, you know, and then it's about the film industry, which is like, you know, the majority of that movie story is about, you know, a filmmaker who wants to get like the best footage for his movie.
Yeah.
And so he hears about a place where remote island where they have, you know, dinosaurs and monsters or whatever it is. But anyway, once the movie kicks in, it is awesome, dude. That King Kong is awesome. I'm sorry about the shaking. I see it now. The King Kong versus the dinosaurs is awesome. The Andy Serkis portrayal of Kong is amazing. It's rad. It's, you know, it's just that when it ends, you're like, oh man, you know that he has to die because it's King Kong. I don't think that the acting is amazing, although there's great actors in it. It seems like they're trying to like do a little bit of the, I don't know. It's like they want to be of the time, and it's not. I don't know. It doesn't really work as much for me. I mean, it's not like a major. It's a minor nitpick, but. Yeah. And then there's like some good dinosaur scenes. The V-Rex, they're called. They're not called T-Rex because they're like, you know, like a lost species of Rex that stayed on that island.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like all the dinosaurs are not the dinosaurs you know. They're like similar to it, like cousins.
Yeah, I got you.
And there are a couple of effect shots that aren't phenomenal, but man, what
year did that come out in?
2005. But the scenes where Kong is fighting the Rexes is just badass. If you want, just let him outside the back or something for a little while. Something. Yeah. And so, yeah, we definitely have to watch. Although, even on your first watch, I might just fast forward the first 20 minutes. Because I don't know if it's that essential. And I've told people before that I think, to me, Skull Island was, you know, I mean, okay, don't everybody come for me, but I think Skull Island at the time was the best depiction of Kong I've ever seen. And it didn't like eliminate the story that we know. He could still end up having that, you know, story of King Kong that's really important, but just having him be on Skull Island kicking ass, I love it, man. I just love that we get to see him as like kind of like the guardian of the island for a while. What do you guys think? What's your favorite depiction of King Kong Are you more like an old school guy that loves the Willis O'Brien 1933 film? Are you an 80s kid and loved those? I think Jeff Daniels. Was it Jeff Daniels? Jeff Bridges? Jeff Bridges? I think Jeff Bridges was the star of that movie. And I forget her name now, but the actress from American Horror Story. I mean, Chinatown. Name escapes me. Or are you more like me and you think, oh, maybe you think the Peter Jackson one is the best, and who could blame you? It's a great film. But for me, maybe you're like me, I think the Skull Island and the way they portray King Kong, or just Kong at the moment, I guess, in Godzilla versus Kong, to me, that's my favorite. I love that stuff, dude. Jessica Lange, there you go. Yeah, I love them all. Same, Larry. But if I had to pick, like, if I forced to pick. What happened? Did he chill out? Is what? Oh. All right, don't worry. I'll call you in a bit. Don't go too far. Yeah, so I just really love the character, but I also like, when I was growing up as an art student, I would love studying ape anatomy, because it was like so similar to human anatomy that you could learn a lot of that stuff, and then start to like realize how it relates to, I guess, quote unquote monster anatomy. So like it's exaggerated versions of human anatomy. And I always felt really sympathetic towards apes. So, probably because as a kid I watched King Kong so much and Mighty Joe Young. I actually think Mighty Joe Young is massively underrated movie. Specifically for me, the original one. I don't have anything against the 90s one, but the original one to me is so good. And it's massively underrated. Still Ray Harryhausen kicking ass, doing his take on the gorilla, and he's not King Kong size, but he's a little bit larger, and so many great scenes, like when he gets drunk. It's good stuff. Let's see here. Really cool. I'm excited to do this one. Honestly, I wanted a gorilla head t-shirt, and I was looking around online to see which one would look cool. And I said, well, I'm just going to make one. And that's what started this whole thing. I'm like, well, I'm just going to make a gorilla head design, and then I'll send it to our buddy Eric Denham over at Skybound, who puts all our merch together, designs it. And so when I started thinking about doing that, I said, oh, well, we might as well just do a little print live and then release it, a little mini print. And by the way, I hear you guys out there who are like asking for more mini prints. I get it, man. My wall's getting full too, but it doesn't stop my bug for wanting to like collect artwork. So I get excited when an artist does a mini print, or Super 7 releasing the reaction figures. I like having like a mosaic style layout on my wall, whether it's art or figures, and that way people releasing, or companies or artists releasing smaller stuff really works for me, because over time, you start to collect and you have less and less wall space, and so I hear you out there. Sometimes I just forget to do them, like I just but whenever you guys mention it, I always go, oh, you're right, let's do one. And those Taquero mini prints were so fun. You guys love those. I love making them. That was a good stream. The Tiger was a good stream. You guys dug those a lot. So, yeah, man, excited. I was going to tell you. What's funny is the Godzilla versus King Kong movie, there must be some rights issues there, because in the Criterion box set, they don't include it. Or do they include it? Oh, wait, yes? Yes, they do include it in the Criterion box. It's not available on HBO Max, weirdly enough, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong and they've updated it. And then weirder, King Kong Escapes, the sequel to that movie, that's not available to stream anywhere. I'm going to have to buy the Blu-ray if I want to watch it. And I'm not here telling you it's such a great movie that it's worth the effort, but I like watching those movies once in a while after not having seen them in years. You know, so that helps a lot. Ooh, I'm getting an update from Hector about the Taquero figure. Oh man, that looks so good. Can't share it. Can't share it yet. Boy, oh boy, you guys. That's gonna be awesome. We got a lot of new eyes on the Attack Peter world after that figure started shipping. By the way, if you're new to the stream, thank you so much for joining us and welcome. We do this every other week, more or less. Either have live artwork being made or we talk to guests. Sometimes we'll just have a print party where we drop our APs. And yeah, it's always a good time. We've designed stuff live here. So it's a lot of fun. Happy to have you guys. By the way, as I continue to carve out these little fangs, by the way, we are working hard on the Taquero books, the Kickstarter books. We're building that world out, making official rules, official canon decisions, and some of it I think is going to surprise even those of you who have been with us from the get, and that's definitely my intention, is so that even if you've been following us since day one, I want you to open that book and you not get something that you just do not expect. And I know that's going to be the case for certain reasons that I can't share, but I'll tell you this. I'm working on it with probably my oldest living friend, Jared Rosello. You see me post about him and his work online from time to time. He's a writer and an artist who publishes comics and graphic novels, currently over at IDW. He's got a great book series called Red Panda and Moon Bear. Super fun. If you're looking for something really fun and adventure-y to read, whether it's for you or your young ones, or it's all ages. It's a lot of fun. His sense of humor is fantastic, but it definitely is in the vein of like an Adventure Time type vibe, where it's good for all ages, but adults really love it too. Check out Jared Rosello and his work, Red Panda and Moon Bear. So he's my friend from first grade, and we've like been best friends forever. He moved to a different city and he's got his own career going. He's killing it. But we both started kind of like getting, some heat in our careers around the same time. And we've always wanted to work together on something. So the good news is Jared's helping me like organize all the ideas and help come up with like a through line. I'll talk to Jared and go, okay, dude, here is my thoughts for this part of the world, for this creature, for this alien race and how it connects. I want you to start, putting that together and see what you think. And so he's such a great writer. He sent me back the first sample, the early sample, for Akukame's lore. Bro, it's so awesome. I gave him the ingredients, right? I go, here's some eggs, here's some chopped peppers, here's some onions, some cheese, go to town. And then he'll start putting it all together and make this delicious omelet. He's like, yo, you could have added bacon bits. You want to add bacon bits? I'm like, oh my God, fuck yeah, add bacon bits. He's like, how about some mushrooms? People like it. You can roast them up, throw them in. I'm like, dude, of course. How would I forget to add mushrooms? And he goes, and you added cheese, but what about goat cheese? Because it melts super well. I'm like, oh, brilliant. So it's kind of like that relationship going back and forth. And it's super exciting because, you know, writing takes time if you've never written anything, but it also like occupies a different part of my brain from when I'm drawing, carving, printing, all that kind of stuff. So what I like doing is creating, you know, characters and scenes and worlds and stuff like that. And then now, thanks to everybody involved and the team at Skybound backing us on this, Jared's helping me make sense of everything. And holy shit, you guys. Wait, I cannot wait. Still a ways off on that, but boy, oh boy, if what he sent me was any indication of where we're heading, we're really off to the races. Better than I thought, man. You know, I'm fairly confident, although I'm nervous about putting out, you know, Taquero's universe into the world as an official launch, because, you know, it's very exposing. It's one thing to do some awesome Godzilla stuff because, you know, people love Godzilla. Worst case scenario, they don't like your take on it, but they love Godzilla. But Taquero's a whole nother thing, you know, and that whole universe we're building, it's a whole nother thing. So I'm excited and nervous at the same time, if that's a possibility. I'm excited and nervous, but when I got to see what Jared had put together, man, I'm way more in the excited camp than I am in the nervous camp now, dude. It's so fucking good. So be stoked on that, and just remember that July is going to be the coming out party for that Kickstarter campaign and Taquero's universe. Hey, B. I don't hear you. I think you're muted. Oh, you're intentionally muted. Okay. How's T?
He's a lot better, I think.
What is he doing?
Oh, I needed to go out and just be outdoors for a few minutes.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
I always feel bad when we stream because so much of the day is like hasty and like hectic, like getting ready for this.
Well, this is also like outside of his usual schedule.
I know.
He has a very strict schedule of by the time that the sun goes down, he needs to be on the couch with us under a blanket and sleeping. God. It's very particular. So when we don't give him that, it bums him out. Also, usually when we stream, the lights are off. And I think now that they're on, it has him like...
Oh, I mean, I still have it like on the chill lights. Oh, we put them completely off.
Yeah,
but it looks better now, lighting-wise.
Oh, no, I think the lighting is way better. It's just that I think maybe that's what's...
But although, to be honest with you, when you're at work and it's just me and him at the house, this is how I keep the lights, and he goes zonks out. Oh, well. But I walked him a lot today, and and he pooped both times. And then I played fetch with him in the backyard, and it tired him out.
Well, he wanted to go right back out there.
Oh.
I don't know what to tell you.
You know.
Being weird today.
He's having a moment. Kids, right?
Kids. How's this going?
I think good.
Yeah, you're flying.
Yeah. Yeah, this one should not be as long of an endeavor as the Tiger.
Right. Yeah, the Tiger was a long one.
Because, the details were a lot smaller, you know, to convey. And this one, although all my work kind of is, this one is definitely influenced by like Tattoo Flash.
Yeah. You know, Raph was saying earlier that...
What's that? Oh, I haven't been able to read the chat, so please check it out.
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
Raph was saying earlier that he wanted to see a flash sheet.
Yes.
Cool.
Well, that's what I was...
Like stuff like this.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like I'm going to have this one now. We have the dragon head from a couple of years ago. We have the gator head from 2020. We have the tiger head. Yeah. You know, so we can put together, like we can put like the Akukame head on it. Yeah. You know, we can put the warthog on it. So yeah, I want to put a flash sheet. The funny thing is, I always wanted to do that, like kind of like a goof, like, hey, it's my flash sheet. But there's been so many Attack Peter tattoos in the last 2-3 years that I think it's like a service.
I mean, yeah.
You know?
But I think it would be cool, and I know that there's a lot of people out there that follow your work and that are in the industry, like in the tattoo industry, and I'm sure that they would appreciate having something to put up in the shop or in their homes, you know?
And you know what's funny? People always like DM me. They're like, hey, I wanted to get a tattoo of your work. Are you okay with that? Do I have your permission? Do I have to pay you? I know a lot of artists do something called a tattoo certificate.
I can't. I can't with that.
It's not my thing either. I think it's, you know, what are you gonna do? Stop somebody? It's just like
I
if
know.
someone wants to support you, they're gonna support you either way, and if they don't, they're not gonna tell you about it.
Right.
You know, but
to like require that people purchase something like that is
that's weird to me. It's like
weird.
it's a little bit weird, but okay, whatever. However, if I put out a flash sheet, what I'll do is I'll say, get a tattoo. I insist that you get my artwork tattooed
Just
and
tag
post it
us.
and tag me anywhere.
Yeah.
If you wanna get a flash sheet, like we'll have like a set of screen prints or something available in the shop for like a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just like an evergreen product or something. That would be cool. It won't be required because again, how could I really enforce that anyway, even if I wanted to? But you know, maybe that would be like a way for you to feel like you tipped us or something.
Right, exactly.
If
And I
you
think
want
that
to.
that's a much kinder
Yeah.
gesture. You know what I mean?
Plus, you get a cool print.
Yeah, you get something awesome out of
Yeah.
it. And it's
I
not
definitely
just
wanna do it.
Not just a fake made-up certificate.
Right? It's so weird, though.
So
Dude. And you wouldn't believe like big name artists do that shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It feels like a I don't know. It feels like it's motivated by anxiety or something, and like it shouldn't be that way, you know.
Yeah.
Your
Look,
art is out there for people to enjoy, and
I appreciate people asking for permission. Even that I feel like is very more than they have to do, to be honest.
yeah, agreed.
But and I also understand how artists can be worried about making a living. This shit's not easy, dude.
Right.
But man, it's just a weird look to me. I mean, I don't know that they realize it. To me, it just looks like, because I mean, again, what's gonna happen is people are gonna get your work tattooed and then not show it to you.
Yeah, and they're gonna walk around and they might not respect it, the same way that, because when people reach out to us about getting work tattooed, we, instead of freaking out, we just tell people, hey, honored, very honored,
Right.
but also let us inform you on how to do this the
Oh,
proper way.
100%.
Take it to your artist, let them rework it so that it works for the tattoo.
Yeah.
Choose the right spot for it.
Yes.
And we've even recommended, hey, this would look better on this part of the body rather than
Yes.
that part of the
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
I mean, I think also we have experience getting
Yes.
tattooed, so we come from a point of like knowledge, but also, I don't know, like just something about that interaction to me feels more genuine.
Yeah.
And more like everyone's gonna get something out of it.
Yeah, and honestly, like
Rather than
we have
locking it
enough,
down.
right? And we have enough stuff available if somebody wanted to pick something up. Like, I assume if you get a tattoo, you probably have a print or a shirt.
At least,
Yeah.
right? Like you're not gonna just see the work
And if
online
you don't want
and be
it,
like, do it.
and if you don't want it, you don't want it. It's all good. But the funny thing is, what you're saying is so true because there's plenty of tattoos I've been sent by people like, hey, I got your work tattooed.
Yeah.
And I don't post it because it does not look great. And the reason is because they didn't really, know what they were doing, and their artist didn't really seem to know or care to inform them. But like, there are people who get a giant 18 by 24 image scrunched down to like
Not the move.
5 by 7. It's a mess. There's no adaptation. Every line they try to put it in there, and then there's people who are super smart, and they, if they like, one guy got the Gamera print tattooed.
Yeah.
And I have it. You can look up Attack Peter Tattoo hashtag on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's there. It is not my exact print. It's a reworking of it.
Yeah.
It still looks like mine, but it's a reworking so that the detail and the shapes and all that fit and they look good at a smaller size, like on his calf, I think.
Yeah.
I love that. But then, if, for example, like this gorilla, if you want to get it tattooed the exact size that it is as a print, that'll look good on your calf, on your bicep, on your chest if you want it, wherever.
But it's literally a hand-sized tattoo.
Exactly. It's
and
like,
that's usually like,
Yeah.
at minimum, when you want good detail, you gotta go at least hand size or up, or you're gonna kind of see a breakdown of
if you go smaller than that, you just don't want to cram a ton of details on.
Right, it becomes unreadable, especially over time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. Like, I'd rather that somebody reach out and then be told, hey, you definitely take this to your artist and let that be their influence and let them rework it in a way that works for the medium and then tag us. You know what I mean?
Totally. Someone got the tiger done.
Yeah. Oh, I was
Remember?
about to say the tiger one came out really good.
Yeah, and they
And again, it's not the same.
no, they changed the eyes and they put like I think asterisks in the eyes, which is cool to me. I don't care. And it's cool, man. It's a cool piece.
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like if you try to lock your work, first of all, if you're putting your work online, there's barely
Seriously.
anything that you can do to stop somebody from using your work. So that's A. And B, if you now start to gatekeep it and start to make people feel ashamed that like, oh, but what if I can't afford this certificate? You know what I mean? Or like,
well,
and
someone
I
could
still have to
argue,
work,
someone could make the argument saying like, well, if you can't afford a certificate, why are you getting a tattoo?
Maybe.
Devil's advocate.
Sure, but I think people are still going to do it anyway. And there's some people who are just going to get frustrated and be like, no.
100%. I just think it's a losing battle.
It is a losing battle.
Yeah.
It is a losing battle.
So whatever. That's just my opinion. I mean, people do what they want to do.
Of course.
But as someone who's gotten quite a few tattoos, and I know that there's already anxiety associated with getting tattoos in the first place, if someone loved my artwork that much, they want to get tattooed, I mean, I would just like to be able to know about it and maybe, like Gabby said, give some thoughts on how to do it so that it, comes out great and your tattoo looks great and my artwork looks great on you, versus, not. And then you maybe doesn't come out so good. Not that I'm the end all be all, but I could give you some advice.
Yeah.
And I'd rather that than, I don't know, making $50 or something.
I know.
I don't even know what those certificates cost.
I don't know.
And again, not singling anybody out, not trying to like shame anybody for doing it. I just think it's I don't know what to make of it.
I don't know. It doesn't feel.
It's not something I would do.
No, yeah, it's not in line with the way that we want to. I don't know, engage with our community.
No.
If you like the art, we're already honored that you're a fan of the art.
Yeah.
I remember. We don't need to also extort more money out of you because now you want to get it tattooed on you. Like that's.
Yeah, I remember distinctly as a kid or as a young artist thinking, man, if anybody ever got my work tattooed, I would lose my shit.
I know, exactly. Like that alone would have been it. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
So now that like there's plenty of people out there, I'm just happy that I wanted to keep going. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's see. I'm going to go from bottom up. Christina Glover, my husband is a tattoo artist. Oh, cool.
Cool.
And owns a shop called Gorilla Ink.
So cool. Where?
She says, so first time here and I see your first live art. It's fate.
Awesome.
That is awesome. You got to let us know where it is.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Andrea says, I think the certificates are more normalized now. I see it everywhere, but I also find it weird. I'd be more than happy to have someone have my stuff tattooed and just tell me. Yeah, exactly.
It's totally normalized, Andrea. Like for sure, man. Like that. I'm telling you, like I remember seeing it for the first time and then I saw it everywhere. Like it was. So whatever, I guess people think it's a good idea, but again, I don't think it's enforceable. But
like, look, Courtney says, I know a bunch of artists will put a tip option on their
That's
Etsy's
cool.
and sites and just tell them if they feel inclined to tip. Yeah, exactly.
Totally different energy. Yeah. Like there, it's like, hey, by all means do it. Yeah. But if you feel so inclined to tip us, we'd be super grateful. That's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's a better approach.
Yeah, tip me and send me a picture of the finished thing so I can post it to my socials and let me tag you and the artist and everything. Yeah, that's like. That is the right way to go.
Yeah. I think that's cool.
So Gorilla Ink is in Peoria?
Oh, Peoria. Yeah, Peoria.
Peoria, Illinois.
Yep.
Cool.
Awesome.
Well, if anybody is out there in Peoria, Illinois, or in the Illinois area,
send me a DM on Instagram so I can see it. I'll repost it.
Yeah, we would love to see it. Let's see what else is going on. Matthew Macri?
That's Octeal.
Oh, Octeal. Hey, he says I won't sell my designs or let people use them if they ask. I tell people to ask their artists to just use mine as influence and draw their own. That is also the correct way to do it.
Yeah, and also he's a tattoo arartist, so there's another different layer there.
Sure. Yeah, but again, like it's one of those I feel like in that industry, it's a better practice to go to your artist and say, this is what's been influencing me, and this is like the way I want my tattoo to look, and I want you to pull from these influences to create your own piece of work.
100%.
Because most artists that are worth their salt want to design their own tattoos. They don't want to just copy and paste from another artist.
Yeah. It's almost like a faux pas in that industry to do that, because it's like it can be interpreted as like you just stole my shit.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's basically you're just tracing at that point. There's nothing there. Raph says, good news again. I signed a job offer just now.
Hey,
congratulations,
congrats,
Raph.
dude.
You gotta let us know doing what? Is it something interesting? I forget. Raph told us what he does for a living. I've already forgotten.
Yeah, Raph had a wild ride. He got a great gig, and then like after a month, I think it fell apart.
Oh, no.
Like the company changed or sold or something like that. Oh. So he was back on the hunt again. So congrats, dude.
Let us know if it's something cool. If not, still congratulations. Let's see. Okay, James Winnett says, I would love to see a take on a Kieran from Peter.
Oh, Kieran is like on Kieran Light.
Yeah.
The little horse dragon guy.
Right,
I love that. Yeah, I gotta get around to that one day.
Yeah. Anything else going on here? Let's see. Courtney says, when I worked at Walgreens, I quickly drew a drawing of like a baby Jack Skellington and Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas for her birthday. And then later she tells me she's going to get it tattooed and refused to let me like make it a real illustration. And I felt really awkward about it. Oh.
Yeah, that's a bummer, man.
That is a bummer.
Well.
Yeah, look.
Whatever, dude. People are weirdos.
Oh, Raph says just software engineering as though it's like so common.
You know, run-of-the-mill software.
You know, just engineering software, no big deal. It's really cool, Raph.
That's awesome.
Not a skill that a lot of people have.
Maybe next time we have a stream, we can share some cool news like that. Maybe. Potentially.
Yeah. You know, I would love to get tattooed. I think it's time.
You mean
it's been a while. I haven't gotten tattooed since last
the strawberries.
Summer. Yeah, the strawberries on my shoulder was the last time I got tattooed, and I think it's time. I kind of want to tattoo my face.
No, you're not.
I do.
Where?
I knew you were gonna freak out.
What the fuck?
I want to get the freckles.
Oh, like a cosmetic tattoo? No, don't do that. But you already have freckles.
I do have freckles, but I feel like they don't stand out enough. So
they stand out a lot.
Bit more.
No,
well, there's nothing that you can do. That's fine.
All right, we'll
but there's other stuff that I want to do as well. I have to look through.
That's like saying your eyebrow tattoos.
It is technically a face tattoo.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But it's
semantics, police.
No, but it's just when you know very well when you say face tattoo, nobody's thinking that.
I know. I joke. I jest. But I do. I love the idea of getting the constellation tattoo for the it's basically your constellation but just done in freckles, so you can't really tell what it is unless
I've never even heard of this.
Well, it's like a thing that's been happening, but a friend of ours does it here locally, and I've seen her work on a few people already, and now I'm like obsessed. I have to do it.
Pull it up on the browser.
I shall. And
well, I'll decide right now whether you get this or not.
So that's an idea. And then Puka, which you guys have seen on the show before, and if you haven't, you should go back into the channel and
that's the Tiny Taquero Prince episode.
The Tiny Taquero
that was a fun episode.
Obviously she does incredible work. But she did like a, what was it? It was a dwarf. It was a gnome. She was doing a gnome series a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So that might, maybe something, by Puka if I can get, if I can get an appointment with her because she's obviously booked all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I found it. All right, so here you go. So our friend Lizzie does these cosmetic tattoos.
Oh, at Great Oak?
At Great Oak,
no shit. All right,
I'm going to pull it up. Hold on.
I'll give it a little bit more weight now.
Only a little bit?
Yeah, because they're credible people, and I don't want you going to some lunatic's house or something.
All right, let me...
These tattoos. What are you, Post Malone now?
Here we go. Shut up. All right, here we go. Right. So just so you can see...
I need to see like an after pic zoomed in. I have seen some of these pics.
You have seen.
Yeah. Okay.
You have.
All right. I'll look into this.
I'm trying to find. Here's the constellation tattoo. So like it's basically just doing eyebrows. Like she does eyebrows. She does freckles. She does. I think she's starting to do lashes now. But I think it's so cool. Like. Her lashes come out amazing.
I mean, I think it's cool that this is a new industry, like the tattoos for the eyebrows.
Well, it's not new.
Okay,
it's been around for a long time.
It's getting a lot more, ubiquitous. And like when we were watching Star Wars Theory the other day, get his scalp tattooed.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah. That's cool.
Really
that like this is another use of the technology, which is cool.
Yeah, but I want to see.
But none of these are.
I want to see the freckles. Right now the video is showing the brows, but I want to see her do. Oh, I think she did them before she did the brows. So you can see it's pretty fresh. Yeah. But yeah, like it looks crazy when it's first applied because your skin obviously gets irritated and all that. But once it heals, it looks so good. Let me see if I can find a healed picture.
I don't know what's wrong with me that like triggers my old man genes.
For real.
Like I have tattoos everywhere. I was even considering getting my neck tattooed, and now I'm like, what?
So okay, this is healed. So you can see it like blends in very, very easily into the skin.
Yeah,
I know this is Helen, a friend of ours. she already had freckles to begin with, like kind of like mine, but she just went to like really pull them out. Because I feel like sometimes mine, especially if I don't get a lot of sun, they disappear.
That's cool.
But anyway, so I just want to go.
Okay.
We'll
do
A, because I think it's awesome.
Why don't we do a consult?
B, because I want to support. I'm just saying.
Let's do a consult.
Yeah.
Let's research. Yeah, we'll do a research.
I'm following her on your account, by the way.
That's fine. I already followed her.
No, you're not following her.
Oh.
Her tattoo account. Okay. Anyway, so that's my concept.
Okay.
Is to do that. I feel like that's really low key. Oh, you know, the other thing that I was thinking about getting, and this is like a small tattoo. It's so stupid, but I guess I have a lot of tattoos, so now I'm just like trying to fit little tiny ones in between the ones I have. Yeah. But I want to get the rune that Gandalf carves into Bilbo's door. That's cool. In The Hobbit.
That's cool.
It's kind of like the letter F.
Pull it up.
With like the little tangs of the F slanted up.
Yeah, pull it up.
See if I can. Yeah, here we go.
I like that I had no problem.
So it looks like this. Like on the door, it looks like this one, and then the second one here. So I'll pull it up. So on the door itself, it looks like this one, but the rune itself has been.
I would fancify it for a tattoo.
I don't know. I kind of like the really rough
that one.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, it's rad.
It's just like it looks like it's papyrus font right there, which is a problem.
No, but look, like, so this is a still from the actual movie, so you can see
that. Yeah, I get it, but I'm saying like as a tattoo, I would probably go slightly more line weight, like diversity, like the thick line and a thin line. You know, as a tattoo, I think that would look better, but not my body.
The other version of it is this one, where it's like super fancy.
That one looks badass.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a middle ground too.
But I kind of just like how tough this one looks.
I know, but it's on wood.
Well, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the same.
Yeah, and there's also like the actual runes that you can.
And if over time, if it like bleeds out a little bit, that one will look way worse because it doesn't have any like tough boldness to it.
Right. But anyway, so this is one of.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a cool idea. Yeah.
What if I got that tattooed on my face?
What?
Would you leave me?
Which one? Where and how big?
I don't know.
Not necessarily.
I don't know, like right in the middle of my eyebrows.
No, but if you got it like
on the temple.
Let me see.
Right here.
I don't know. I just feel like it would be too much.
I would never
I know you're joking, but I'm just playing along.
What if I got it on my finger?
No, that's cool.
Are you cool with finger
tattoos?
Yeah. We've never discussed it. I think I once asked Pete if he would ever get his hands tattooed.
I would. It's just when we first talked about it, I was teaching.
Yes.
And so it was like, and I also had this fear, like, you know, what if I don't want to teach anymore? What if I want to go get a job in like corporate America or some shit? Will I be able to? But I've strongly entertained hand and neck tattoos now that we've been in this world for a while. So
it's a neck tattoo.
Yeah,
that's pretty tough too.
Yeah, I like the idea of getting one.
You could pull it off.
I pull off all tattoos, dude. Trust me. Trust me.
But I feel like you need to work on your torso.
I don't want tattoos around my nips, dude. That's my problem.
P has like tons of tattoos on both of his arms, and he has a fair amount of large tattoos on his legs, but nothing on the torso. Like not a splash of ink on his torso, which for me looks weird.
I'm not against.
Not like in an unattractive way, obviously, but I'm just saying like I can't believe that you haven't moved on to the torso.
Well, I have good reasons for it. Number one, not like all these jokers out there who just get like Pete Davidson tattoos all over themselves. Okay, my number one.
You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, number one reason for it is I've gotten really good tattoos.
You have really great tattoos.
And I did not want them to be hidden under my shirt most of my life, because I don't walk around shirtless.
No, but like in the summer.
Much to the dismay of Miami, all the ladies in Miami, and many of the men.
And several men.
So the point is, like, that's my number one reason. I'm like, man, I don't want to hide this one tattoo because it's too cool.
Right.
Like every tattoo I've gotten, I was so hyped for it when I got it. Right. That's number one. Number two, I feel like I need a really good idea, and it has to either. Part of me wants to just do like across the chest, like the composition you see like with a ship or an eagle, but I don't want a ship or an eagle.
No, that's not your vibe.
But you know what I mean? But like it comes across.
Right.
I don't want anything near the fucking nipples, bro. I'm telling you right
have to go down
now.
Onto the nip.
Yeah, but I'm sure.
It could be like you could rock it right between the collarbones and like the.
I don't give a fuck, dude.
Nip.
I'm not even going close to it. You have a lot of
space there.
If anybody in the chat has a tattoo near their nip, let us know 1 to 10.
I feel like you have way more sensitive areas on your body tattooed. Well, actually, you
Then
never
my nip.
that you never tattooed the ditch of your arm. You got close, but there's nothing in there.
I'm close on this
You're
one.
close, but no cigar.
This is in the ditch.
No, it's not. Negative. I'm talking about over the vein. Over the vein.
It's really close.
It's close, but still not.
I don't need to.
Like,
I got smart
what about
design.
the back of your knee?
But why do I have to tattoo my back of my knee? Like,
I'm just saying that there's sensitive areas on your body that I feel like you'd be more comfortable with.
But unlike the average tattoo client, I think ahead. Okay.
I'm just messing.
I know you are, but I'm just telling you. So like, I've actually thought about this. I'm like, is there a way to strategically avoid these awful areas?
Yeah, of course.
And there is. Planning the compositions.
Planning it.
Well
there's
in advance.
no reason to like, unless you're blasting your whole chest. There's really no reason to go over the nip.
Oh, definitely not going over the nip.
There are people who do it though.
I am not even going near the nip. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
Saying.
Over the nip is out of the question.
I'm just saying it. Let's see what the chat.
I feel like I need some backup from the chat quickly.
Hold on. The chat has a lot to
Bro,
say.
Chat, back me up,
Chat, okay.
Gabby's
let's
looking
see.
for
Courtney
me today.
supports my move to tattoo my face. I'm just letting you know.
But for what, Courtney? The freckles?
The zodiac freckles. And she also said that I love face tattoos. A little anchor tattoo on the high cheekbone. Perfection.
Yeah, I like that style. Like if you're going to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on, I'm going up because I want to make sure I catch everybody. Oh, Ildorf says, hi, Moline, Illinois. Love you all.
What's up?
Hi. Oh, another Illinois person.
Illinois in the house, dude.
Let's see. Chris Hewitt says, this would make a great cake design.
What is that?
The King Kong face?
Oh, yeah.
That would make a great cake.
Suddenly agreement.
Sudden agreement. Let's see. Matt Octeal says, free Taquero face tats tomorrow only. Can you imagine? Raph says my freckles are obvious. Can confirm. That's true. He has seen me in person.
I agree, dude.
Quite close up. So
yeah.
I know that they're I guess
Gabby's suffering from freckle dysmorphia.
Whatever.
I don't see all the freckles that you see.
I just don't. Anyway, Nara says I think Gabby would look great with a Tyson-esque face tattoo. Thank you, Nara.
Oh my God.
And your wish is my command.
Oh, Nara.
But one day I'm gonna just do it for the stream. Just to screw you. Just
like a temporary tattoo?
Yeah, to screw with you. I think I sent his Insta profile to show. Oh, Christina sent his
oh, cool.
tattoo studio. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Hunter says, Peter, did you see the giant Ultraman that was put up in Japan as a promotion for Shin Ultraman?
Wow, I don't remember. Maybe. Pull it up. Send us a link.
Yeah, I will. Let me see.
No, just whoever.
Oh, yeah. Send a link or yeah. Okay. Let's see. Hunter says the same team that did Shin Godzilla, and it looks like it's gonna be just as good.
Oh, I'm
like
well aware of the film, and I can't wait for it. I'm just I wasn't aware that they did a big piece, which is awesome.
Mike says, "Catch me tattooing hair on my bald head, maybe even a dimensional bowler hat."
Just implant some chia seeds.
For texture.
Texture. Hide in the produce aisle, just pop out.
Yeah, for real. Let me see. Would you get an inner ear tattoo? Courtney says, would you get an inner ear tattoo? I'm assuming that is for both of us.
I can't imagine wanting to.
Yeah,
I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I'm good. Like, I feel like I have plenty of canvas room.
Yeah. Many years ago when I was working at a tattoo shop, I was very into the idea of tattooing the inside of my ear, but not the inside, just like this part, like the top part right up here.
Well,
what is this called? The cartilage?
Yeah, the upper ear.
The upper ear cartilage area. I really wanted to get. My sister has a tattoo there, and I was
You know what's funny though? Cool. For those of you who've never had the opportunity to work or hang out in a tattoo shop, when you are there, it's like all you think about is your next tattoo.
Well, because you're just watching people tattoo all the damn time.
Well, that happens at every job. Like when I was working at GameStop, all I thought about was playing games all day. When I was working at Barnes & Noble, I was like, I'm gonna read books. Yeah. You know, like everything is like when you're working at a place like that, it's all consuming.
It is very consuming, and you start to it feels so normal.
Yeah.
And so accessible.
Yeah,
that you're just
exactly.
Like, yeah, of course.
I never read more comics than when I worked at a comic book store.
Right.
You know?
Right. But yeah, that was my idea. It's not out of the realm of possibility for me. I feel like in the future I will feel.
You already have 2 tattoos right behind your ear, like
I
on
do
your
have
head.
the backs of my ears tattooed.
That's a crazy fun fact for Attack Peter trivia. Like how many, does Gabby? Well, how many tattoos does Gabby have on her head?
The number is shocking.
Yeah.
It's 4.
What?
Yes, because both of my eyebrows are tattooed.
Oh,
and the backs of my ears are tattooed. So technically, I have 4.
And technically, you've been tattooed on your head 6 times because the back of the ears are cover-ups.
They are cover-ups.
So.
Yeah, that is deep trivia.
Deep.
Let's see. Raph says Peter's sweating. I think we're talking about
Bro.
the tattoos. Mike says the berserk or bloodborne runes are sick. Yeah, the depth of my obsession with Elden Ring right now might lead to potential Elden Ring tattoo in the future because I'm obsessed with that world.
She might tattoo the shape of the PlayStation controller onto her head by smashing her head against it in frustration.
I might tattoo the words "You died" somewhere on my body.
It might be branding.
Oh God!
From a hot controller against her forehead.
Octeal says Taquero neck. I agree.
I don't know.
Raph says the same thing. Baby Taquero on the throat or neck.
I don't know.
Space Yeti fur on the body. Go. Go. Mike says Ghidorah chest piece. It was pretty rad, dude. Yeah. And his 3 necks will go right between the nips.
Yeah, I think for me, if I get my chest tattooed, I'm gonna pick an artist and work on get something original from them versus, hey, I want this thing.
I feel the same way.
You know, that's how I would approach like a big tattoo like that. I would go seek someone out and say, I want something here. I love this, and this from you. What do you think? And then let him or her give me some options, and then we go from there.
My big tattoo, all of my large scale tattoos have all been original works of art.
Yeah.
I never go in and say, hey, this is what, I want you to just do this on my body. I go in, this is kind of like the vibe pieces, I want. Yeah. For the bigger pieces, I go, this is the vibe I want. This is the content I want. Like most of my tattoos are all floral or they're animal based or whatever. And so I'll say, I'm into this. I want to see where you take it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how and all of those tattoos I think are works of art. All of them are beautiful. I would never second guess any of them, but it's because I trusted my artist
100%
to do something that would honor their art style, but also honor my body. Okay, sorry.
It's the most fun for me is that because it's like buying an original piece of artwork.
That's literally what you're doing. And that's why it has that price tag, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, you're actually getting a deal because it should be, considering it's an original work of art, you're paying very little for that.
Yeah, I always found it funny because I think tattoos are a tremendous value. Like, when you think about, even if it I think these forearm tattoos were $600 a piece. Yeah. And I think I got such a deal.
That's a steal.
Yeah, because I love them, number one, but
they're
also
huge.
They're big.
Yeah.
And number 3, like if you divide the price amongst every day you're gonna enjoy them.
Right.
For the rest of your life, it's
they're
pennies.
lifelong. Let's see. Space K says, over the vein, over the nip is out of the question. The merch ideas are flying fast tonight.
Thank you.
Let's see. K-Hot said, I thought the giant Ultraman was an April Fool's joke. Oh, I wonder if it was. Maybe.
I fucking hate April Fools, you guys.
I know. I can't say
Bro, I always say, here we go, April Fools. Yeah. And yet I fall for so much shit on April Fools, knowing it's April Fools, dude.
I can't.
My number one offenders this time, I want to say, was Spirit Halloween Store. Piece of shit. They posted something that they were going to be opening a year-round store.
Oh, it was April Fool's.
Yeah.
Hunter just said, oh, well, apparently I got bamboozled. The Gracery Shinjuku, which we've been to, hotel has Godzilla peeking over it.
Oh, I saw that.
There was a post saying Godzilla was replaced by Ultraman, but it was an early April Fool's thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And there's another one where I remember commenting like, oh, this fucked up that you guys did an April Fool's about this. And I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, whatever.
The best April Fool's this year, the best April Fool's content goes to Super 7 because they posted these advertisements for their new G.I. Joe figure line, which, by the way, I don't really collect G.I. Joe figures. I like them as much as the next guy, but I don't really have any. But they announced figures based on the G.I. Joe memes from back in the day. Like, I'm a computer, stop all the downloading.
That was an April Fool's joke?
It's an April Fool's joke that they're actually making the figures, though.
Okay.
So I'm like,
'Cause I was
that's how
about
you
to
do
say,
it,
like,
dude.
I'm about to get really upset because I want all of them.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get those. And by the way, we probably have to get them soon because I think it's a limited thing.
Oh my god, I need all of them. The G.I. Joe,
G.I. Joe.
yeah, those remakes, let me tell you something.
Those public service announcements.
So that was like the content of my youth.
Oh my god, dude. That was the first time I
We
ever.
quoted that probably every 10 seconds.
I think that was my first like actual laugh out loud internet humor encounter for me.
Let's see what else is going on. Oh, it seems that Bosco, Courtney, and Mike are all in the same Elden Ring rabbit hole that I'm in.
Oh, no way.
As well. Yeah, Courtney wants to get the art book, which
Oh.
I hadn't even thought about that, and now I desperately need it. I'm obsessed with their character design. It's so weird, dude.
Yeah. It's
so
creepy,
weird.
man.
I love all of the proportions of the characters in Elden Ring are so bizarre. They're very like, I know that they were inspired by kind of like eldritch horror shit.
I don't know what that is. Eldritch.
That's Lovecraft.
Oh, that's what that means.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna look up the characters so you can kind of see what I mean by the proportions being bizarre. Let's see. I don't see. It's hard. Like when you're playing the game, you notice you're like, what is wrong? Why is everybody so long? Like everybody is. Look, this is a perfect one. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys. There we go. Okay. So this is one of the characters. Like, look at the proportions. So weird. Like really absurdly long and like big bodies, but like small heads. Like everything is just a little, I don't know how to describe it. They're just weird. Just weird enough to make you feel uncomfortable. And there's something about that I vibe with. I'm trying to see if there's any more. I mean, the monsters are absolutely terrifying in the game too. The hand monster, which I just dealt with. Hold on, I'm gonna.
When you're done with that, we gotta do something.
What?
Just finish up. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I freaked out the system by pressing the transition button 1,000 times. And spiders. Okay, this is the last one I'll show you just to show you why portions are weird. This is a monster. It's just a bunch of, it's like a hand with like 800 fingers in it. And it's like it crawls around like a spider, and its whole thing is it chases after you. It's impossible to kill, and it grabs you and like just chokes you to death. It's pretty fucked up. I really like it. Okay, I'm sorry. That's all I have
No,
to
sorry.
say.
Let's put up a link to the one of one Darumas,
Okay, hold on. Let me grab that link.
just so people could check those out.
The
We have a few one of one Darumas that are still available from the gallery show in San Francisco. They didn't all sell, so we thought that we could make them available to you guys. Number one, because there's a lot of people, as we found earlier in the stream, that are new to my work, and the Darumas. Everybody likes having a Daruma, so we have some one of ones available that we put up in the store. Check with Paul, make sure.
Yeah, he hold on.
And then we'll get that up, and then we'll show you some examples of them.
Give it just a second. I'll throw. There's gonna be 2 links for
Yeah,
the Darumas.
there's the mini Darumas, and then there's the bigger ones, as well. So yeah, check those out.
Hold on. They're going live in just a minute, and I'll put those links in. Let's see.
And I think there's only like a small amount. I think there's like 8 of one and like 4 of the other, or something like that. So there's only a few.
Raph says he's 100 hours into Elden Ring. Thank God for
Holy
unemployment.
shit.
Yeah, I was out for the count last week, and the Elden Ring is what pulled me through. And I'm pretty sure I clocked like at least 50 hours in the last like week. Also because I die all the time. Bosco says him and his wife both worked on a From Software game.
Which
and
one?
they worked on Sekiro Shadows.
No
Die
shit.
Twice. Yeah, that's amazing.
Awesome.
I'm so
We
jealous.
have played Sekiro and got our asses whooped so hard that we barely beat the first area, and then Bloodborne we beat the first boss and then got housed so bad, and we gave up on both of them. But after playing Elden
Yeah, it
Ring,
was
I
rough.
think we might have some confidence to go back. after we play this.
All right, I'm throwing in one of the links now.
Yeah.
I believe this is the smaller one.
Okay.
The first one that I'm pinning to the chat. This one is, and I'm going to transition over to the link so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Most of you guys who have been with us for a while probably already have these. So
yeah, this is the forward-facing one.
Yeah. This was a
An
live
8x10.
carving way back when. Yeah, and so by the way, they're one of ones. Each one's gonna look different.
Yeah.
And I think check with Paul to make sure. I think there's like 7 or less or something like that.
Paul's in the chat. He'll give us the
Okay.
Yeah, he'll give us the rundown. But this is the first one. It's the 8x10. It's a 1-of-1 block print. None of them are going to be the same. So whichever one comes to you will be unique.
They'll be black ink with an orange texture behind it, but I approach the orange differently with each one.
Yeah. So there's that one. And I will start putting together the second link for you guys.
Cool.
Okay, this is the quarter view, right?
Yeah, this was originally the red one is only available. The red Daruma in this composition was only available for the first few Daruma figure pre-orders.
Right.
And then, so that's done. There's never going to be a red print of that again.
Okay, so we only have 5 of the Daruma 2.0 and 8 of the Daruma 3.0.
So 5 of the smaller ones and 8 of the bigger ones.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 3.0 version into the chat now. Yeah. And I'll pin this one as well. I'm going to replace the pin with this one. Okay. And I'll go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. So again, this is like a what is it called? A 3/4?
3/4 turn.
Turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is, I believe, the one that was also included with the Darumas for pre-order.
But not exactly. Yes, it was the same carving, but those were just red on the natural paper. For these 1-of-1s, I treated the paper differently with some red ink. So I did some of them have stripes, some of them have blocks, and then each one's different. And then this print on top of it is in black ink. Yeah. So yeah, it's a different.
So these are 15 by 15, so a little bit larger.
They're bigger, yeah.
Than the 2.0, and again, they're all going to be unique. We'll have like a different pattern of the red behind the Daruma itself, and they'll be marked with the 1-of-1 and the signature on the side. So
yeah, if you wanted to get a Daruma,
this is a good opportunity.
You can get one. I don't think I'm bringing back those Darumas anymore as prints. At least not those carvings. Maybe in the future we'll do a new Daruma or something. But I'm pretty sure this is the end of the print editions for those.
Yeah. Your mom says, "What tattoo should I get?" And let me tell you something.
Mom,
Sam,
stop talking shit.
If you ever want to go get a tattoo, that would probably be one
coolest
of the best days of my life.
I would love that.
I still, the day that my mom got her first tattoo, and we went together, and it was like me and both of my siblings, and then Puka tattooed her, and Puka has been a family friend of ours since we were like little kids. It was just such a moment for us. We just had so much fun. My mom got like a bundle of lavender with our initials, all 3 of our initials on top of it, and it was just so great. I have videos of it. My mom is a champ. She got it tattooed on her chest, and
not near the nip.
No, she got it like right above her heart, so like right around here. And man, she sat like a champ, dude. I remember her, like, as soon as that got started, she just threw her head back on the chair and was like, "Oh, I'm so relaxed. I should do this all the time. It's like being at the spa." I'm like, what is happening right now? Because I usually go and get tattooed, and like maybe 2 minutes into it, I'm like, I regret this decision already because this is very painful. And my mom was like in heaven. I think my mom's one of the toughest people to ever grace the earth. But anyway, Sam, if you ever get tattooed, I'm there. There immediately. Octil says kaiju tattoo. I agree, it should be a kaiju tattoo.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm saving a kaiju tattoo spot for Octil. So either you're coming down here or eventually I'll get up there.
Where is Octil?
I think Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's right. Or somewhere in Maryland, which is funny. It's where Keelan lives. They should link up.
Let's see. Oh, Jason Winters picked up one of the 2.0s. Thanks, Jason. Let's see, who else? Raph picked up a 3.0. Thanks, Raph.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah, +1 in the chat if you picked up any of the Darumas. I see Courtney says this tattoo talk has gotten me a new idea that I was a pink triangle that I was a pink triangle inner ear tattoo that I am 100% going to get next time I make an appointment. Yeah, dude, do it.
That's a cool one.
Do it.
I love tattoos that are in a different color like that, like a red tattoo. I just know that you have to touch them up, but so what? They look awesome.
Yeah, they fade pretty fast, but
they look awesome.
But it also depends on your skin
Yeah.
tone. Like anybody who kind of tans very easily, usually those colors get rejected pretty quickly.
Oh, really? Tans easily, meaning like
you have already a lot of melanin in your skin, or you are capable of getting brown fast.
Oh, you mean like if you don't burn like my white butt?
Right, like I don't burn. I tan very easily, and I go like a very deep shade of brown. And so like red, for example, never catches on my skin. Pink never catches on my skin. Like it's very picky about it. But I know people who are much more fair skinned, like my sister is very, very, very fair skinned, and color looks great on her, and it sticks very easily. It's just a thing.
It's a thing.
That's why I like solid colors, like nothing too intense. Courtney is pale as shit, the whitest of bread. You'll be fine.
The whitest of bread.
Yeah. I'm envious. I wish.
I'm pretty pale. My tattoos all red show up.
You're pale-ish.
Yeah.
Ish. Let's see. Octil says he'll take a train to Miami. I doubt that there's a train that even goes.
We don't even have a train from Miami to Fort. Well, yeah, we do.
Oh my God. Octil says let's tattoo Peter live while he tries to make a print. I would die of happiness.
Well, not while trying to make a print, but I'm down to stream it live.
It would be cool to stream it live.
Try to make a print. What is it? Now I have to like do a feat of strength.
Would we do it here, like in the house?
Could he?
I don't know. I guess why not? People do tattoos in their house all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know like what the safety issues there are, but it would be cool. Yeah. I've always wanted to get tattooed at home. I always thought it was so cool. I was gonna tell you, like, ask Puka to come here and we'll. I don't know. I don't think Puka would ever do it, but like, it would be so cool if somebody wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Just come to the house and set up. We would turn this whole studio into a tattoo studio for a day. It would be so good. I would love it. Let's see. Oh, Christina says red is the worst to heal. Yes, red is so difficult to heal. Like on almost everybody. Almost everything that Pete has that has red in it has some kind of issues with it.
That's not true.
I said almost all.
No, I would say almost none. This Hellboy needs to get touched up.
Your Gamera has a lot of problems.
Well, that was a cover-up.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It should have stuck anyway. What else? Your Hellboy, I think, also has a little issues with the red. Yeah, red is just complicated. Even my red tattoos are a little, don't always catch.
All right, I think I'm ready to print.
Yeah.
Cool, right?
Man, you did that so fast.
Yeah, this is a good one for this. All right, let me just clean it up real quick.
Okay. Let's see. Show the people.
Oh, yeah. I just got to make sure. I got to just check real quick. There's no, like, straggling things here.
Okay. What color are you going to print it in?
I was going to do a black one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever printed in brown ink?
Yeah, I did a handful of King Kongs in brown.
Yeah. Wow, that was so long ago.
Yeah, they look cool. They look cool.
I like it. It's good. Kind of looks like Tony right before he eats.
Yeah, you better feed me right now.
He always wants to be fed.
Right now.
He's way more chill, by the way.
Yeah.
Now that I let him out. Is he still here? He's not.
Is he still outside?
No, he's not outside. I think he's in the living room. He abandoned us.
Go check on him real quick.
I'm going to go check. Poor guy.
He's
just upset.
I'm really upset. You guys should not have had a stream on a Tuesday. Not right. All right. Get ready to print this guy real quick. I was so super in the mood to do a gorilla man. I've been wanting to do it for a while. And this is I definitely think this could be a cool t-shirt design. I don't know if Eric Demon's watching. But let me know what you think, Eric. All right. let me get set up for printing, you guys. I'm just gonna clean this table off real quick. So the thing with printing is you got to make sure all these little shavings are out of the way because they kind of like land in your ink tray, and then you start printing, and then you get these little pieces of linoleum stuck in the print. It's a whole thing. So it's good to just clear it off as much as possible. And I did a good job here. I'm a good guy today. I pre-cut some paper. So got some nice locked up. This is not going to be one that I print on. These are just, it's got wrinkled. But some nice fresh sheets of Lacta. If you've never had a print of mine in person before, I print primarily on Lacta, which is a handmade paper that I get imported from Nepal. I love this stuff, and the last batch we got is so good. It's like this thicker version. I don't know if you guys have gotten new prints recently and noticed that these are thicker even than the other ones. It's like you never know what you're gonna get, so it's good. Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna have to move it now. By the way, is he okay? Where is he? I don't want to talk about it right now. And then? I know. We're almost done. Okay, so I'm gonna print this guy with the Speedball Professional Relief ink. A lot of you guys are out there doing block prints, and you hit me up from time to time, see what I use. Pretty much use the same stuff all the time. And Speedball is the purveyor of most of my materials. So the ink is Speedball, the linoleum is Speedball, and they are generous enough to provide quite a bit of linoleum and ink for me here and there. So very grateful to them. If you ever want to do a block print yourself, and you should, look up Speedball linoleum, Speedball ink, all that kind of stuff. They got beginners kits out there. Hold on, I gotta do one little cut.
Chat has to say. James Winnett says, I want to get a tattoo, but traveling always takes priority. Need to fix that. I mean, that's a totally valid reason to not get tattooed.
And you just either you get it or you don't, but you don't have to like sweat it. That's for sure. Traveling
you don't have to
is
sacrifice one for the other. Yeah, it's what you feel. Like, you want to do the tattoo more than you want to travel, then do it that time. And if not, then
exactly.
Fine.
And if you end up always traveling and never a tattoo, that's totally cool.
Yeah, tattoos don't make you cooler. They don't make you more interesting. It's just the thing. So if traveling is what makes your heart happy, do that. Don't prioritize the tattoo. Christina says Sanoderm put right on the tattoo is the easiest aftercare, and I feel the colors stay brighter. I agree. I am definitely a convert. I use Tegaderm, which is like this kind of the same thing, which I feel makes the whole process a lot easier. I hate wrapping tattoos in saran wrap. Oof, that's the worst. Or dry healing it, I can't do either. It freaks me out. So if you don't know what that is, you can look it up. It's called Tegaderm. It's basically just like a little plastic film that you put on top of the tattoos that helps it breathe and heal without needing to wash it all the time. It's really cool.
All right.
Let's see.
Changing the camera angle real quick so you guys can see if you haven't seen before.
Which one do you want?
No, I mean I'm just changing the angle physically.
You're changing it. Okay.
So I put some ink on our tray here, using this brayer, getting some ink loaded up.
John says gorilla on the back of t-shirt, banana on the front. Which would actually be an awesome t-shirt.
That's a good ass idea.
Yeah.
Eric, make a note.
Somebody make a note. Everybody
make notes all at the same time.
Oh, the banana sticking out of the pocket. Jason says banana out the pocket. I like that idea too.
If we get pocket tees, that'd be awesome.
Oh my God, I would love a pocket tee. Apex V50 looks like he may have been one of your students. Apex V50 says, hey, Mr. S, are you going to be at MegaCon this year? I saw your Invincible variant there last year.
Hey, dude. No, I don't think I'm going to be there this year. We have some events here in Miami that we'll be attending. Nothing art related per se, but so we probably won't be able to make it out there. Although I love MegaCon. Yeah. I think Andrea's going to be at MegaCon. So be sure to look out for her and enjoy that show. It's a super fun show. It was my first ever comic convention, was MegaCon 2002, I think. I met Kevin Smith. And Kenny Baker, R2D2. I met him there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And that was an awesome
I
time.
don't think I've ever met anybody like super famous at MegaCon. Oh, I met that guy from Supernatural. Remember? The British guy?
Oh, no, that was at SuperCon.
Oh, I thought it was at MegaCon.
No.
So who have I seen at MegaCon? Nobody?
Well, you could have met Picard, but we weren't going to stand in that
No.
line.
No, I was never going to stand. I don't like standing in line to meet people.
I know.
Like something about that makes me uncomfortable.
Well, we were considering.
I would have considered it to go meet.
Samwise.
Yeah, Sean Astin.
Sean Astin.
I would have done it. For
Okay.
him.
So there we go.
Okay, you
All
ready?
right, so now I got the block lined up here. This is the first test print, so I reserve the right to make a judgment.
On the quality of. Said
Well,
print.
meaning I have to like carve a little spot or something like that
Oh, got you.
for this. So everybody just calm down. I can.
You're really dragging. This
Everybody
out.
calm the fuck. Sit down right now. All right, here we go. I already pre-trimmed the paper so Gabby wouldn't get upset.
I'm already upset.
Oh, actually, you know what I need you to do? Give me the hard brayer, which is behind Java.
I knew it. I knew I was gonna get roped into something.
Yeah, it's on that table behind Java. Yeah. Go. Gabby gets to live another day. Gabby has to eat after this. She's like wonton. They're like banging on their plates with forks and knives.
I'm starting to get hangry.
All right, here we go. So the smaller prints like this, each one is made, you know, one at a time with by hand. There's no press. Go to regular cam. I can't take this. I don't want anybody seeing it until it's perfect. There we go.
There you go.
Perfect.
He's trying to build a mystery here.
I just want to make sure it's like nice.
A nice.
I've had really good luck doing these live streams where I never fully fuck up. And
It's
so
coming.
I know,
you
dude.
Just jinxed yourself.
I know.
Shouldn't have said shit.
My arm falls off.
James wants to know, just had a thought. Will the Taquero figure come with accessories?
I don't think so for this one, but I can tell you we are looking at 10 points of articulation, which is 10 more than the Godzilla figure.
Because poor Godzilla got 0.
Well, because it's more of a statue.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Nim Studio says, when I met Doug Jones and gave him a pan painting I did, he grabbed my cheeks and said, you could put quarters in those dimples. He then signed a pan image that says my name and then stay out of trouble.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
I love Doug Jones.
You have a poster signed by him too, right?
I do.
A Pan's Labyrinth one.
Yeah. I forgot how I got that because I never met him in person.
Really?
No.
Oh, how did you get that?
I don't remember. I think I won a contest when they were filming the movie where you submit some artwork and I sent some dioramas. It had nothing to do with Pan's Labyrinth, the artwork. All right, here we go. Art cam back,
Art cam.
please.
Got it.
Here we go, guys. Nicely. Thank you. Aw.
No, it's over now.
That's over now. Here we go. Don't get dizzy yet. There we go.
Yeah.
So it's a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah. So
I like
yeah.
his little square tip ears.
Yeah, you got little square ears. Gonna. There we go. Check it out. Good teeth.
Really
Tongue.
good teeth.
Nice angry boy eyes. Little stars. So each one of these, when we figure out the final number, I'll number them out of whatever it is. Like the tiger, I think we sold like 63. So it's like 1 out of 63, 2, 63, etc. I'll sign them and I'll stamp them with the little chop stamp, the Kogeki chop stamp. So if you guys are ready, we'll drop a little link. Don't panic. There's an open edition for the time being. So everybody who wants one will get one. I think we'll give like maybe 48 hours or so for our friends overseas. I always feel terrible for our overseas friends who are always like, dude, asleep when you're streaming, and then they're already off, and like,
Oh, that sucks.
yeah. So it's okay. We're gonna try to do like a 48 hours, so everybody gets a chance to pick something up. And there it is.
Just waiting for the link to go live, and then I will pop it into the chat and pin it to the chat for you for anybody who wants to pick one up. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Oh, David Summer says, yeah, like that comic book with Kiss where they mixed a drop of blood into the paint. Sounds apocryphal. Oh my god. John Ballou says, you always prefer Brayer over Baron?
The paper's too thick for the Baron, honestly. And I have Barons. If I was using rice paper, and then if I had like a very, look for like woodblock prints, literal Japanese style woodblock prints where the ink is a little more watered down or at least more liquidy, for sure Baron. Like when we were in Japan, we used the Baron at the, what was that place called? The Academy of the Arts or whatever it was in Kyoto. But for this paper and this ink, no shot. No shot. I'll sometimes use a wooden spoon for little details here and there, and I'll probably be using that for this. But yeah, just mostly a hard brayer. You know, if you're looking for the most technical printmaker, you have not found him. However, I do tend to make some fun, cool stuff. I think that's why you guys like hanging out. But yeah, there are way more technical printmakers out there for sure. But I love hanging out with you guys, and I'm so grateful that you hung out while I worked on this. I think the link is about to drop.
Yeah, we're just waiting another couple seconds and it should go live. And like I said, I will drop it in the chat.
But this is a fun one. It definitely has that American traditional tattoo flash feel. It's big, it's bold, it'll like stand out across the room, even at a smaller size. I think we figured out that the paper size is roughly like 8 by 10 or so, 7.5 by 10 or something like that. And the image is roughly 5 by 7 or so. So you have, definitely tons of framing size options. You could mat it in a standard frame. You could float it in a slightly bigger frame. But it's a good piece especially if you're collecting smaller work. I think it's like a nice, substantial, bad-ass little piece.
So the link is now in
there
the
you go.
chat. I'm going to just switch over to the browser scene so you guys can see it.
Perfect.
It is now live. For some reason, it has the YouTube channel.
The reason is, I'll tell you the reason.
So that just in case.
No, the reason was that I hadn't made the work yet, so they couldn't put up anything.
Gotcha.
So I told them.
I'm sure when they
I told them just use the YouTube link. So if you're looking for the print, it's gonna look like the YouTube thumbnail.
That's fine.
In the store.
It does say the Peter's Gorilla block print. $40. It's a 5 by 7. The final paper size is 10 by 7.5.
There you go.
So yeah.
There it is.
It will stay up. What did we say? 45.
I think we're doing
48 hours.
I think Paul said 48 hours or so. I forgot exactly, but just long enough so everybody who wants one here can get one, and then I'll post it online tomorrow so some people can have a chance. But yeah, I imagine the edition size will be between 25 and 60, something like that. Okay. That's what they usually run. So yeah.
Let's see. Rich says +1 on both. I'm assuming the Darumas. Thank you so much, Rich.
Oh, thanks, Rich. Hey, the archive.
Raf, Khots.
That's Keelan.
Keelan. Yeah. Hunter and David have all picked up a
thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys so much. Michael A.
Hey, thanks, Mike.
A. Thank you.
Appreciate it, you guys. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. I love making these, and you guys are always like super supportive when we do a live carving and a print on the spot, so it's fun to do them.
I love the chats.
Yeah, the chat's fun. It's like a hang. It's a real hang. If I could fit all of you in the studio here while I worked,
that would be awesome.
It would be a similar vibe. Yeah, exactly. So it's the best way to virtually do it, Yeah, so sure. I love that you guys hang with us. Even if you don't pick something up, I appreciate that you guys come by and hang. Check it out. Share some stories and thoughts and ideas about stuff. It's a rare thing, man. I know Skinner's out there doing some live art on YouTube, which is cool. I think he might be on Patreon, actually, so it might be like behind a paywall. And I know there's a bunch of artists online. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say there's only like a couple people. But I appreciate you guys coming to hang with Gabby and I. and supporting us like this. It's fun. Yeah. It's a great time.
Let's see who else. David says,
thank you,
Sweet,
Christina.
that's my first. So I'm going to add a big print one of these days. Got to stop buying comics.
David, I hear you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, Jason got one. Thank you, Jason. Christina got one, too.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Let's see who
Mike
else.
Longchamps.
Who?
Michael Longchamps got one. Thank
Nice,
you.
Thank you so much.
That's a new name, by the way. Michael, welcome.
Longchamps,
I don't recognize
The
you.
Condenser got one.
That's an awesome name.
That's a new name, too. Welcome,
a lot of new
and
faces and names, yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, Nim Studios. Thanks, man.
Thanks, guys. All right.
Matt, thank you so much, but I appreciate it. Hey, yeah, so, guys, I appreciate it. Again, speaking of comics, by the way, more coming in that world soon from your buddy. If you had fun with the Ultra Mega stuff and the Invincible stuff, there's some more goodies in that world coming in the near future. I think there's going to be some fun news tomorrow.
I think so, too.
Pretty sure.
It's coming.
And there might be some activity on Thursday online as well.
Essentially.
Not a stream, just letting you guys know. There might be some hype happening. And we'll be in touch.
Some other news on next week.
Some big news next week.
Potentially
Friday of
maybe
this week?
This whole week will be a lot of news.
Oh, maybe. Oh, because potentially Wednesday.
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yeah. Potentially your news could be tomorrow.
Yeah, but I think I'll wait until Wednesday.
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Overshadow your.
Tomorrow is Wednesday, my love.
I know, but I'm saying. I said I'll wait until Friday.
Oh, Friday. That's no overshadow. But yeah, either way, it's fine.
Either way, let's leave it for Friday.
Yeah, let's leave it for Friday.
That way we have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday lined up for fun
stuff. Okay. So it's gonna be a fun week. If you're first time hanging out with us, please click subscribe on the channel. We have a shop with merch of all kinds. I think we trimmed everything down. We finally did it, by the way. I think we were threatening forever, and we just trimmed down the shop. So if you've got some of the good T-shirts and stickers and stuff from way back, congrats, you got them. They're not available anymore. Yeah, and if you're looking for some prints or some fun stuff, there should be some stuff available in the shop. At least the Gorilla Head and the Darumas will be there. And yeah, follow me online at Tack Peter. Follow us. Gabby's at Double Trouble, which is hard to.
I'll throw it in the chat.
Yeah, throw it in the chat. Follow her online. People always send us fun stuff, and sometimes it's doesn't have anything to do with me, so I'll be like. Yeah, or some people will DM
some
Gabby
of my
some
favorite
stuff.
People to talk to through Instagram are friends from the show.
Oh, right.
We're always talking about video games and stupid shit. So
yeah.
I'm very chatty.
Yeah. So we love keeping up with you guys during the weeks and stuff like that. What else I wanted to say? I think that's it. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Oh, the Facebook group is Attack Peter Print Crew. Definitely, if you're new to all of what we do, go join the Facebook group. You don't have to use Facebook in any other way. I know a lot of people are apprehensive about Facebook. You just have to create an account to use groups, but you don't actually have to post anything or read your uncle's political views and look at what your aunt posted about her lunch. None of that stuff. You could just go right to the groups and your profile can be blank. And I think the majority of people that I interact with in Facebook groups, that's how they roll. So the Facebook group is great. People are always buying and selling stuff. The news drops there first usually. I post some extra behind the scenes stuff there. There's also a Discord server that you should join.
Says you need to admin him.
I thought he was.
Maybe not.
Anyway, so the Discord, I think on Discord he might be an admin. But Discord server, you definitely should join there. It's not as active yet as it might be in the future. But we like having the Discord server just in case, we that one day that the Facebook and Instagram collapsed, we were on it. Discord was good to be there, and it was the day before the Godzilla figure pre-orders, of course. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Discord, Twitter, all that, wherever you are, we're there too, and just stay tuned because a lot of fun news this week.
It's gonna be great.
We're good?
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we got everything.
All right. I love you guys. Hey, Rich, thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Survive on one kidney. Didn't we just see something about that? 30 Rock about kidneys?
Yeah, on 30 Rock about kidneys.
All right, you guys. I love you. Talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.
Talk to you tomorrow, probably. Peace.